But we start here today. The green agenda, climate activist, global energy crisis, it's here. And Europe is bearing the brunt of it at the moment. And because of that, I want to start with this from President Donald Trump in 2018. Listen.
That is why we congratulate European states such as Poland for leading the construction of a Baltic pipeline so that nations are not dependent on Russia to meet their energy needs. Germany will become totally dependent on Russian energy if it does not immediately change course. Here in the Western Hemisphere, we are committed to maintaining our independence from the encroachment of expansionist foreign powers. It has been the formal policy of our country since President Monroe.
And you can see the German delegation just laughed. They looked like President Trump had no idea what he was talking about. Well, who's laughing now? I can tell you, with winter bearing down and energy supplies in real jeopardy, the German people are not laughing. And those politicians, they're not laughing anymore either. Instead, they are reversing course dramatically. An awakening in Europe is finally happening, and hopefully it will begin spreading to America. If only we had listened to President Donald Trump 4 years ago ourselves. European nations are waking up from the Green New Deal coma and realizing they'll be in very bad shape soon as the storm clouds of winter are now gathering on the horizon. All following numerous terrible policies put into place by far-left politicians with strange agendas. And that's why you're seeing protests all over Europe right now, like this one in the Czech Republic, over energy costs. And this, protest rising energy prices in Germany, and the sanctions on Russia that made it all happen in the first place. You're also seeing laws like this one in Switzerland, where citizens there could face 3 years in prison for overheating their homes this winter. You heard me right. Can you imagine that happening here in America? You might want to think about it. The new law there says you cannot heat your home above 19 degrees Celsius. That's about 66 degrees Fahrenheit, by the way. And it's getting so bad in the United Kingdom, they're issuing charts like this one so you can see how much it costs to run everyday home appliances. But there is something remarkable that is happening as a result of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, something that, well, it could lead to something very good. You see, when Russia started turning off the natural gas pipelines and squeezing the European energy supplies, which was long predicted by many, including former President Donald Trump, as I just showed you, Europe soon realized it was going to be a devastating blow to the entire continent. Now there's a cost of living crisis across Europe to go hand in hand with a self-inflicted energy crisis. And with the storms of winter now only weeks away, many nations have gone into the full-blown panic mode. Others are finally getting on board with the idea that they will need energy long-term. What a surprise. And one could hope America, the most powerful economy in the world, would be paying attention, which I doubt is happening yet. But by the time the Democrats get totally wiped out in the midterm elections, they will have realized the tragic mistake, not only politically, but for the country.